A very pleasant good morning to one and all present here. It gives me immense pleasure on welcoming you all for today's seminar, The Journey of Entrepreneurship, Organic Products Miller, organized by Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, Poway Engineering College, in association with Institutions Innovation Council and Institution of Engineers, IEI, India. I'm much delighted to welcome our chief guest, Ms. P. Amalti, IIC Advanced Innovation Ambassador, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, Cavalier T. Thomas, Elizabeth College for Women. Welcome you, ma'am. I'm happy to welcome Dr. M. Sudha, HOD, ECE, who constantly striving for our betterment. Welcome you, ma'am. It gives me pleasure on welcoming Dr. R. Mohanapriya, IIC Convener, Assistant Professor, ECE, Innovation Ambassador, and Faculty Coordinator, Mr. Satish. Welcome you, ma'am and sir. And I'm happy to welcome all the faculty members and heads of various departments for the seminar. Welcome you all. And I'm also happy to welcome all the faculty and heads of various departments of various institutions. Once again, I'm happy to welcome all the brothers and sisters. Welcome you all. We have a brief discussion about our chief guest. I'm very much happy and delighted to welcome our chief guest, Amalti P. Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, Cavalier T. Thomas, Elizabeth College for Women, Perambalur, Chennai. She is passionate and motivated chemistry professor to pursue academic and personal excellence through teaching and research. Her main responsibilities are Department Association Secretary, Research Coordinator at College Research Cell, Idea and Innovation Coordinator at Institution Innovation Council, ARIIA Coordinator, Institution Innovation Council, MHRD. She is an Assistant Professor at Stella Maris College, Chennai, June 2013 to May 2015. She is Asta Engineering College, Chennai, August 2011 to June 2013. Acharya Arts and Science College, Puducherry, June 2010 to August 2011. And Mother Teresa Women's University, Kodaikanal, March 9 to August 9. She has published many international journals such as Magnetically Recoverable, Nanophotocatalyst for Efficient Visible Light, and at Ceramics International 2022, Journal of Nanoscience and Nanotechnology 2015, and its Sensors and Actuators, the Chemical Impact Factor, and so on. Her main recognitions are Innovation Advisor at TDMNS College, Department of PG Chemistry, the Best Orator in English for the year 2004 to 5, Auxilium College, Belur. She awarded all-round activities of Loyola Chemical Society for 2006 to 7, Loyola College, Chennai, and so on. She has completed more than 80 number of courses in various fields and participated in more number of participations in societal welfare. On behalf of Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, we are indeed very happy on welcoming you, ma'am. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you. Shall I start my presentation, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Dear participants, ma'am, once again, yes, ma'am, it's visible. Dear participants, if you want to answer, or if you've got any queries, just raise your hand so that you will be unmuted. And you can also post your queries in the chat box too. Yes, ma'am, you can proceed, ma'am.
Yeah. So, good morning, students. I'm indeed very happy to be welcomed for this talk. I thank the management of Poway Engineering College, the head of the Department of ECE, and Dr. Mohanapriya for inviting me and giving me this opportunity to meet you all today. Okay, so I hope this will be an interactive session, as ma'am has mentioned now. If you have any queries, any questions, you can interrupt in the middle and you can ask. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, fine. So this talk is going to be on specifically on the journey of entrepreneurship. I hope you must have attended many lectures, workshops, and seminars on this topic: entrepreneurship, business, startup, all those, right? But we are many of the colleges which I have went. I find very few students, very few of the faculty members have proceeded with the startup and they have ended up in an entrepreneurship. But many of the students, invariably, 90% of the students are still in the theoretical level. They just listen to what is being told and they don't proceed with what they have listened. Okay, so practically, a practical implementation is lacking amidst students or faculty members, or especially amidst students. So in this session, what I'm going to tell you is how to hindrances. The hindrance to start a business or a startup or an entrepreneurship is fear. Okay, fear, and how will it go about, and the idea, implementation of idea, all these could be the possible hindrance that makes an individual to stop starting a business or a startup. So here I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to tell you a pathway, this is how you should do and this is how it is going to proceed and you will succeed, not all that. I'm just going to create an interest amidst you and give you a little bit of confidence with which you can proceed to start a business or to become an entrepreneur, right? So but in that journey, in that process, I will be telling about my journey so that it will be encouraging to you, and about my students, how did they go about with all this, right? Thank you. So we'll move on. A small introduction about the college which I am working in right now. It is Chevalier T. Thomas Elizabeth College for Women. It is located in North Chennai, Perambur. Our college is accredited with NAC by A grade in 2020. Ours was the first self-financing college under the Madras University. It's been 38 years we are in North India. Its major vision is to empower women. So it's a women's college, and we would like we are moving forward in empowering women amidst in the North Chennai space. So these are the courses that we offer in our college. Yes. These are the few courses that we are offering in our at our college. Next, moving on to MHRD initiatives. Why do we have this IIC cell, that is Institution Innovation Council, in many of the colleges right now? We are unaware of it. எதுக்காக இது வச்சிருக்காங்க இந்த ஐஐசிங்கிற செல் எதுக்கு வந்துச்சு? If you see before 6 to 7 years, hardly 6 to 7 years before, not many colleges would have had this IIC. We would not have been known about what is called as an IIC. Right? What is the need of this IIC that has been initiated by the MHRD, Ministry of Human Resource Development? Now, when you compare India with other countries, for example, China, Japan, and Russia, and all those countries, you could have seen a vast difference in their scientific development, in their weapon development. You could have seen a vast difference. Okay, many of the products which we use in India right now are Chinese products. China product and so on. Many of the products. Why is this happening? Why is India not producing any innovative products? Why not? It is producing, not as much as other countries. Why is it so? Because we Indians are brilliant, we Indians are talented, but what we lack is we lack that innovative thinking. Even though we are talented, we don't think innovatively, we don't think in out of the box, we don't think creatively. But the other nations, they do it. They do it, so they follow it to be a strategy for their success. So what the government of India has felt is, amidst students who are going to be the future of India, amidst student community, invariably school or college, they feel that this innovative thinking is lacking. You study science, you study maths, physics, chemistry, you study engineering courses, all that, but you just study the prescribed syllabus, you write your examination, you score marks, and you go forward in your life. but you don't think in the other way. Why is it so? Why don't we do it this way? Why don't we do it that way? That innovative thinking is lacking. That is what the government of India has felt. And so this MHRD initiatives, MHRD has thought that there should be an innovation cell in each and every institute, which will make the students think innovatively, and along with the faculty member. So faculty member will also have a different view about what is innovation, and they will impart it. Even though we know the subject, we lack giving them in a different fashion or different manner. So now that innovation, we continuously go on talking about innovation, students will also get into that culture. So that was the main cause of MHRD starting this institution innovation cell in the in educational institution. And one more question: why this entrepreneurship is required in an educational institution? That could be a question in many of our minds. Or why is it necessary? You are an engineer, you can score marks and you can go work as an engineer. Why should I ever think about entrepreneurship? Only if I'm interested I can go for entrepreneurship, that I will do it on my own. Why should there be a entrepreneurship cell and some training and all that? You must have seen many layoffs happening for past few months. Google, Amazon, and many other topmost companies. So when these if you want to sustain, and COVID, okay, COVID, you must have seen many of the jobs were affected, and our daily life was affected. So during that time, few businesses were food industry and medicine industry, those industries were still sustaining. You could have seen. Okay, so even in these periods of layoffs, even in the periods of crucial periods of economic crisis, one could, if one has a part-time business or a additional business, additional income from an entrepreneurial business, you can sustain, you can be more confident, right? And you can move forward, you can move your nation forward amidst the developing countries. So that is the, so every individual, I feel every individual in the country should know about entrepreneurship development. You must have seen many YouTube channels now. Those who don't have knowledge, educational knowledge, village people, everyone are having a YouTube channel and they're earning money as a passive income, right? So that is also an entrepreneurial idea. Now, how many students are doing it? It's a very big question mark. Old people, villages, people who don't have knowledge about system, they just know about YouTube. They are putting up, they are uploading videos, and they are earning much. A cooking channel is world's #1 channel. Okay, the among all the channels, among all the YouTube videos, cooking YouTube video is the #1. They are the people who are earning a lot. So why don't we do it as academicians, being qualified and being knowledgeable? We don't we hesitate to start a business or a startup, right? We have ample number of ideas, but we don't know how to implement it and move forward. It is necessary. Entrepreneurship is necessary. Our Chief Minister Stalin sir, he is aiming for 3 million entrepreneurial development opportunities in another 3 years. Before his 5-year tenure is going to be over, he is targeting for 3 million turnover. He is inviting the public to start business, and many loan opportunities are given, and the support from government is enormous. But the thing is, we don't make use of it. Okay, so that is what we are going to see in this talk. Then other MHRD initiatives are Unant Bharat Abhiyan, you should have known, and Swachh Bharat, Cleaning India. Unant Bharat Abhiyan is developing a village. Okay, so you go to a remote village, you adopt that village, and you bring about reformation of that village. That is called as Unant Bharat Abhiyan. So these are the MHRD initiatives that has been taken up, that has been implemented in educational institutions by the government of India. So these are the various clubs that is present at our college. Just for your knowledge, to know which college am I from. And Ms. Priya Rajan, who's the mayor of Chennai, she is our distinguished alumni. She passed out in 2017. So I heartily welcome you all to the CTT campus, which is located in North Chennai, Perambur. This I've talked about. Now, when you take up entrepreneurship, A few of these slides will be theoretical. Then we'll move on to what is practical implementation. So kindly bear with me. Students usually don't have that.
Ma'am, excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, the slides are not visible. Your team screen is actually shared.
Oh. Is it visible now, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
You're able to see the entrepreneurship slide?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So, to give you a theoretical knowledge about what is entrepreneurship and how to go forward, entrepreneurship involves three major tasks. One is innovative thinking and design thinking and problem solving. So I think one of the student could answer me. Uh, when you go to a shop to buy sandals for you, a slipper for you, right? What are the things that you look for? Any one of the student could answer? நம்ம ஒரு 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 கடைக்கு போய் நான் செருப்பு வாங்க போறேன். என்னோட காலுக்கு எப்படி இருக்கணும், நான் எப்படி அதை வந்து நான் வந்து சூஸ் கேட்பேன். நான் என்ன என்ன ரெக்குவயர்மெண்ட் எனக்கு அந்த செருப்பு? Can anyone tell me? Yes. Okay, I'll just move forward. So when I go to purchase a sandal for my feet, right? I see that.
And actually, students have messaged.
Okay, okay.
They have told slipper size, price, size,
Okay.
color.
Okay.
Since I've disabled the mic, they have messaged, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, so you see all that, the size and all that, all various parameters. But at the end of your purchase, you must have got a slipper. How far does it satisfy your expectation? Does it satisfy 100% of your expectation, or 90%, 80%, 70%? Sometimes you compromise even with 50%. But I don't think so. Many of us would have been 100% satisfied with the purchase. Somewhat with a compromising mind, you will get it, because you will not find all the requirements that you were imagining in that particular slipper, that no one can do it. But the manufacturer, if this problem is brought up to the manufacturer who is manufacturing that slipper, the expectation of the public, if it is brought up to the manufacturer, obviously he will design a slipper according to your taste. Okay, so these are the taste that this is the idea that the public is having. So we can manufacture this so that my profit margin will be higher. Okay, so how do you earn much money? How do you earn profit in a business? Starts with innovative thinking. Before that, you have to identify the problem that is present in the society. That may be a very, very simple problem. That may be a slipper, that may be a watch, or the small product which you are going to start up as a business. So what is the real problem that is existing in the society regarding this slippers, or regarding this shoe manufacturing, or regarding this handbag manufacturing? What is the expectation of the public? That should be your first move. Then you can sit down. After listening to the public, you can sit down to give a design for whatever problem that has been proposed to you. You can go for a solution, and you can come about with the design. So once you have got the design, you can impart innovation into it, and the final step only will be the entrepreneurship, will be the startup journey, right? So எடுத்த உடனே என்ன பண்ணக்கூடாது, okay, I'm starting a business, I'm investing some money, this is my idea, and I start a business, and I let into the market. That should not be the way at all. You have to first locate the problem, then you have to sit down for the possible solutions, and then impart innovation, and then come out with the product. So please remember, students, these are the major steps that you have to follow. Just like that, don't start a business. Just like that, don't go for a startup. Okay, so I just want to insist on these points. You can see here, this is a normal few examples to show you what is innovation. This is a normal wheelchair which was existing for many years. Now recently,
The slide is not changed.
yes ma'am,
We have not seen the slide, ma'am. The previous slide is only shown. Yes, ma'am.
yes.
Yes, ma'am. It's now
Yeah,
changed.
yeah. So you can see there is a transformation from this wheelchair to the other one. So what was the problem that was detected in the previous wheelchair? A person in the wheelchair could not stand up and move as a normal human being. Since because he is physically handicapped, he will not be able to stand erect at all throughout his lifetime. So that problem was eradicated by a new design. This design was given by IIT Madras students. Okay, so this chair has been converted to a new design, and many other sophistications are also been imparted into the new kind of wheelchair. So this is the problem solving. I hope you understand how do we solve a problem. And this is a mosquito bat. You must have seen. What was the problem that was existing in that mosquito bat? Night time, when you sleep on your bed, you will not be able to locate the mosquito during the night time. So what that was a problem that was detected, and they imparted a light into the small bulb into the along with the mosquito bat, so that even during a torchlight, right, even during the night times, you can view the mosquitoes if it is moving, and then you can kill them. So the problem was detected, and then they came out with an solution, that to an innovative solution. Okay, how many of you must have seen this transparent double-sided tape? I hope you must have seen. You are invariably all the colleges they are using. So the left-hand side was the previous earlier available double-sided tape. This was giving unnecessary marks, leaving unnecessary marks on the wall. You must have seen in our college.
Excuse me, the slide is not moving.
I don't know what is the issue. Now is it moving? I'm trying to move like this. Is it moving?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then
Yeah, ma'am. Now it's fine.
I leave it like this. When I go for a full screen, I think you're not able to view. I will go like this. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Fine. Yeah. So this is the transparent double-sided tape. So when, at our colleges, if we have some functions, we'll be doing a lot of decorations, and we'll be using mostly for these balloons and all that. We'll be using this double-sided tape. And after the function is over, you must have seen, yeah, the yellow color double-sided tape will be sticking onto the wall, and which makes the wall ugly, right? And it will be leaving very not very pleasant marks on the wall, and it has to be repainted, right? So in order to avoid that, a transparent double-sided tape was invented, so that even if the double-sided tape is left over the wall, it will not be viewed as a marking for us. So this is a kind of innovative material. Then this watch, the smartwatch is a innovation. Even during night times, we can view. And this is a liquid plastic melding tool. Okay, so if any of your wire, most of our your students would have known, your headphones would be broken, and you can easily fix it with this liquid plastic melding tool. You bring that pen, that plastic pen near to that wire, and it will easily fix it. So this is an innovative product. Then this is called as an aero garden. Okay, you can grow this inside your house, and you can grow fresh herbs with the help of this aero garden. Most of the plants requires light, right? They need sunlight in order to grow. Even indoor plants, sometimes they need a little amount of light that is essential for them. So these herbs will not grow in the absence of sunlight, in the absence of light. So this is a small setup wherein the top part of it will impart some light to the plant, and they will grow. So herbs will also give a good ambience inside our house, and it purifies the air, and also we get the herbs for our consumption. This is an innovative product. Next, a portable solar powered light and charger. So you go for a trip, you go for a mountaineering, you go for a vacation, deep woods. When you go into deep woods, you will not have even torchlight. Is you have to hold it in your hand, right? And torchlight will focus only on a particular point. But this and for a torchlight you need to use a battery, a charged battery. But for this portable solar powered light, it will charge itself from the sunlight, and it imparts light like a LED tube light, or a very bright light that could be that we use it at our home. Next, a portable mosquito repellent. You can see, the flask kind of thing which is present on the table. It is a mosquito repeller. Okay, this eradicates even the mosquito bat, I can say. So next level of innovation is this portable mosquito repeller. It is using formula called as DEET inside the. It is derived from the chrysanthemum plants, which is imparted inside, that will attract the mosquitoes and it will kill. This is an electrically conductive concrete. In foreign countries, you can see during the winter season, all their roads and vehicles will be full of snow. So it is a very big task for them to clear the snow and to move their vehicle on the road. So in order to eradicate that, in order to find a solution for that problem, the roads, the construction of the people concentrated on the construction of the roads. So the road material will have some electrically conductive concrete. So it will produce heat, and it will melt the material of the road will melt the snow which is deposited above, and it will pave way for the people, for the vehicles, and the human beings to move. So this is a very good innovation based on chemistry and physics. So whatever we learn in our classes, we can we can convert it into a product that will solve many of the societal problems. Natural absorbance for wastewater. So we can see many wastewaters are coming out from the industries, effluent waters, which is going untreated into the atmosphere. So in order to save the atmosphere, you can absorb is remove that waste material from the water, cleanse the water, and send it into the atmosphere. So in order to remove that waste material, we have lot of chemical adsorbents, but nowadays people go in for natural adsorbents. Natural adsorbents are from the waste materials of the fruits or vegetables that we use. You can see here waste fruit material, orange peel, or avocado peel, banana peels, watermelon peels are being powdered, and it is pre-treated, and it is converted into carbon material. That carbon material is added to water, the water which needs to be purified. This carbon material will absorb it will remove all the hazardous metals or hazardous metals or waste materials from the water, and it will and again that water is being filtered, treated, and it is sent to the agricultural land. So in this way, it is non-hazardous, and the waste material are being reused or recycled in that manner. This is a dustbin, the right hand side. The left hand side is a normal dustbin, which we are even using it nowadays. The right hand side is called as a smart waste bin. It has 4 compartments. When we throw our garbage, you can segregate and throw it, like glass material, plastic material, paper, and then metal. So what happens is, this particular smart waste bin can be connected to our watch or mobile phone. Okay, so you need not be cautious about whether your dustbin will be full or whether it will be stinking, and when am I supposed to empty my dustbin? You don't need to have all those worries. You can just leave for your work. Once your dustbin is full, your watch or your mobile to which this e-dustbin is connected will give you an alarm. So when it gives you an alarm, you can go back to your home and you can empty it. You need not worry about it. Until then, you need not worry about it. And proper segregation of waste materials will be happening here. That could be recycled. Okay, so the segregation is only for recycling. So in this way, what is innovation? Okay, it is improves on to make a significant contribution. You should make a contribution to the society. That which does not contribute to the societal needs will not stay for a longer period of time. Okay, you can earn for a short period of time and your business will sustain for a short period of time, but not on a longer period of time. It is converting the knowledge into wealth. So as I told you, design thinking, there are 5 different steps. I think these steps you must be known earlier. Many people would have explained to you all these 5 steps. When you go for a design thinking, what are you supposed to do? You have to empathize. What is called as empathizing? If your friend is not well, or if your friend is in a problem, your close friend, you will sit next to her and you will say, don't worry, pa, what is your problem? And you will even if you are not a very elderly person, or you are not that very experienced, you will give a solution for that girl, right? You will give a solution for your friend. That time, at that moment, you will feel you are superior to your friend, right? And you will try to give a solution to her. Kavalapadadappa, ipdi pannu, இந்த problem இப்படி handle பண்ண சரியாயிடும் அப்படின்ட்டு you will be giving a solution. That is called as empathizing. So before you go for a design thinking, ஒரு problem locate பண்ணிட்டீங்க, அதுக்கு நீங்க டிசைன் திங்க் பண்றீங்க அப்படின்னா, you have to empathize. என்ன ப்ராப்ளம், அவங்க கூட நின்னு பார்க்கணும், right? So you people who are living on the street, people who are in the poverty level, you don't know their problem. You just like that, you cannot understand their problem. You have to sit with them, you have to listen to them, and you have to feel their pain. You have to feel their worries. Okay, you have to feel their pain. Only then you can give a proper remedy to their problem. So first thing is empathize with the problem, right? Empathize with the problem, and then you have to define the problem. After empathizing, அப்படியே வந்து என்ன சொல்றது, அவங்களுக்கு ஆறுதல் சொல்றதுலயே வந்துடக்கூடாது. Then you have to, what you have to do, you have to think about that problem. என் ஃப்ரெண்டு எனக்கு இந்த ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம் சொல்லியிருக்கா, அவளுக்கு இந்த பிரச்சனை அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு, அது என்ன ஆக்சுவலி வாட் இஸ் த ப்ராப்ளம் அப்படின்ட்டு, as a third person you have to stand outside the friendship circle, and you have to define the problem, right? Once you define the problem, ஓஹோ இதுதான் அவளுக்கு ப்ராப்ளம் அப்படின்னு நீங்க லொகேட் பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா, you have to go for an idea. இதை எப்படி நம்ம வந்து இம்ப்ளிமெண்ட் பண்றது, இந்த சொல்யூஷனை எப்படி, இதுக்கு என்ன சொல்யூஷன், அதுக்கு எப்படி நம்ம இம்ப்ளிமெண்ட் பண்றது, that is called as ideating. Coming out with an idea. Ideas can be many, right? For one particular problem, you can come up with many ideas, right? ஒரு solution இருக்காது. You will not know this is the you cannot be confident that this is the only solution, right? You will have different types of solution, n number of solution. So from that you have to condense the prototype. From all those ideas, you have to write down the prototype. What is prototype? A small set of ideas that could be implementable, right? நமக்கு 10 பேர் 10 விஷயம் சொல்லுவாங்க, 10 ஐடியா இருக்கும். அந்த 10 ஐடியால எது பெஸ்ட், அந்த 3 பெஸ்ட் ஐடியாவை நம்ம we have to put it down. Okay, so solution A, solution B, and solution C. In the மூணுத்தையுமே you have to write it down and then test each and every solution. A, B, and C has to be tested. Test பண்ணி அந்த 3 solutionயும் which is coming out well, okay, நல்லா எது நல்லா வருதோ, that you have to take it for the startup. So this is the best idea. Okay, இதை வச்சு நம்ம business பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்னு finally you have to go for the startup. Okay, so all these various steps are involved before you start a business. Then one more important concept that you should understand while you propose ideas, while you propose a design, okay, prototype. நான் சொன்னேன் அதுக்கு முன்னாடி ideate and prototype. You have to be very careful with all these 4. Okay, the first one is feasibility. What is called as feasibility? இது வந்து என்ன சொல்றது, சாத்தியமா இல்லையா, that is called as feasibility. ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம், ஒரு சொல்யூஷன் நீங்க கொண்டு வந்துட்டீங்க இல்லையா, from the prototype, from ideation la prototype vandutinga, prototype la moonume test panni you have got one good design, right? And the design whether it is feasible or not, technically possible illaya, that is what you have to think. The second thing is desirable. Desirable means what? Whether it will be desirable by the public. Public ku idu pudikuma, avanga adu viruppapaduvangala, that is called as desirable. Then you go for viability. What is viability? Whether it will sustain. Market la vittona ஒரு வாரம் நம்ம ப்ராடக்ட் போகும், புதுசா இருக்கு, இந்த ப்ராடக்ட் புதுசா இருக்கு, நல்லா இருக்கு அப்படின்ட்டு ஒரு வாரம் வாங்குவாங்க, அதுக்கப்புறமா வாங்குவாங்களா? Whether it will stay in the market, that is called as viability. And one more very important thing is ethical. Okay, so ethical means what? Your product should be a good product. What you write on your label, what you mention on your label should be there inside. Okay, all natural products நாங்க இதுல போட்டிருக்கோம், naturally இது பண்ணிருக்கோம், this is good for skin or this is good for your health, all that tagline you will put, right? But inside the packet, whether it is true or not, whether it is ethical, you should not do a unethical business. Okay, it will never not stay for a longer time. Unethical business will not stay for a longer time. So all these four are very important. So as I told you, you have to empathize with the people. I'm repeating. What is the opposite of empathize? பண்ணும்போது என்ன பண்ணக்கூடாது அப்படின்னா, you should not misunderstand, you should not misinterpret, you should not mistake, you should not dismiss. What is called as misunderstanding? உங்க ஃப்ரெண்ட் ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம் சொல்றானா அதை தப்பா புரிஞ்சுக்க கூடாது, that is called as misunderstanding. Misinterpretingனா அவ ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம் சொல்லுவா, நீ அதை என்ன சொல்றது வேற மாதிரி, இந்த ப்ராப்ளம் அவ மேலதான் தப்பு இருக்கும், இல்ல அவங்க மேலதான் தப்பு இருக்கும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு you should not misinterpret and you should not mistake. What is dismissing? அவ சொல்றதையே காது கொடுத்து வாங்காம இருக்கிறது சில பாயிண்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் காது கொடுத்து வாங்காம இருக்கிறது என்னது? Dismissing. So the same thing should be there when you move with the public. When you start to empathize with the public, you should not misunderstand, you should not misinterpret, mistake or dismiss. You should be very careful in what you should not do while empathizing. Next, as I told you, define. Okay, you have to define that problem and what you should not do while defining the problem. அந்த ப்ராப்ளமை நீங்க தனியா உட்கார்ந்து you're trying to analyze it, right? When you're trying to analyze it, you should not be confused, you should not distort, you should not hesitate, obscure feel பண்ணக்கூடாது, misrepresent பண்ணிடக்கூடாது, எதையாவது ஹைட் பண்ணக்கூடாது. all that you should not do while you're defining, I have mentioned here. Next, ideate, right? So what you should not do when you're going with an idea வந்து propose, நிறைய ideas propose பண்ணும்போது what you should not miss out is, you should not ignore, disregard பண்ணக்கூடாது, மறந்துடக்கூடாது. You should not forget, you should not neglect, you should not misunderstand, disbelieve, excogitate and escogitate and dismiss. All this you should not do when you are ideating a problem. Next, as I told you, prototype, right? So prototype is, these are the things that you should not do while you are setting down a prototype. Last, test பண்ணும்போது என்னது? disapprove பண்ணக்கூடாது. ஃபைனலா டெஸ்ட் பண்றீங்க அப்படின்னா அதுதான் உங்களுடைய ஃபைனல் டிசிஷனா இருக்கும், ரைட்? அதுக்கப்புறம் disapprove பண்றது, invalidate பண்றது, discredit பண்றது, வேற ஒரு கன்க்ளூஷனுக்கு வர்றது, all that you should not do. So design thinking மட்டும் நம்ம பார்த்தோம். left hand side பார்த்தோமா? Right. So the design thinking involves empathize, define, ideate, prototype and test. Okay, test பண்ணியாச்சு. Now finally you have tested your product and you're going for a startup. So the second step is startup. Problem solving la உங்களுக்கு second step என்னவா இருக்கும்? startup ஆ இருக்கும். startup பண்ணிட்டு என்ன செய்வீங்க அடுத்து? you go for a business. startupனா ஒரு small business மாதிரி சின்ன லெவல்ல நீங்க ஆரம்பிப்பீங்க. Then you go for a business level, that is called as entrepreneurship. And the last step is IPR, intellectual property rights. This is very important because many business people are suffering with that. You design a product, you start up your business and you move forward with your business. But if you don't have an intellectual property rights, anybody can interrupt your business. Anybody can easily copy your idea or your trademark or your packaging, even your product. You cannot question them. But once you have filed your IPR, யாருமே என்ன பண்ண முடியாது, உங்க ப்ராடக்ட்டை எடுக்க முடியாது. இந்த mosquito bat நம்ம பார்த்தோம் இல்லையா, that mosquito bat is being patented by the Chinese. right? So if you, nobody can own that model. If you want to make some reformation with that product, you have to pay money to the person who has got that patent. Without his permission, his or her permission, you cannot reform that. Okay, so it is very essential to get a IPR. IPR itself is a separate session. You can you must have attended many, I hope so. But if not, your faculty members will arrange for an IPR separately, so that you will know what are the things that you have to get your rights for. Okay, starting from the formula of your product, from the packaging, labeling, logo, everything has to be got an IPR. Okay, and the property rights நீங்க வாங்கிக்கணும். அந்த ப்ராப்பர்ட்டிக்கு உங்களுடைய ரைட்ஸை நீங்க வாங்குறீங்க, புரிஞ்சுக்கோங்க. ஓகேவா? ஐபிஆர்னா என்னது? உங்களுடைய ப்ராப்பர்ட்டி, அந்த ப்ராடக்ட்ங்கிறது இட் இஸ் யோர் ப்ராப்பர்ட்டி அண்ட் யூ ஆர் கெட்டிங் த ரைட்ஸ் ஃபார் தட் ப்ராப்பர்ட்டி. Okay, in various ways. That is called as IPR. So what do we, I just have few questions for you students, just to analyze about yourself. Okay, you need not answer me for any of these questions, but just think, recollect these questions, the answers for these questions to yourself. I will just read it. Why did you opt to become a engineering degree holder? Okay, by chance, out of compulsion, since everyone are taking an engineering degree, I have taken, or my parents told me, or I thought I will earn a higher amount, a huge amount with this, or it is of your interest. Why did you opt to become a degree holder? Next, does your degree support your future? It's a very big question, right? Yeah, does it support your future? Many of people who are around me, of my age, okay, they studied, their degree was totally different, and their life, the job that they have taken up right now is totally extreme, two extremes there it is. So how does your degree support your future? Is it sufficient? Okay, so that also is a question. Do you have a career plan? Or do everybody have a career plan? Or just like that, engineering join பண்ணிட்டோம், நாங்க engineering படிச்சிட்டு இருக்கோம், நாளைக்கு ஒரு job கிடைக்கும், campusஓ இல்ல வந்து after our degree I will get a job அப்படின்னு இருக்கீங்களா? Or do you have a career plan? Okay, after my engineering 4 years, I'm going to plan this, I'm going to do this, my next level of life is going to be this, after 10 or 15 years I'm going to be in such a place. Okay, so that plan is necessary. What do you think are the secrets behind getting to where you have gone to? One thing, students, you don't analyze yourself. Okay, each one of us are huge source of God. Okay, God கடவுளுடைய பிரதிபலிப்பு தான் நம்ம, இல்லையா? We have lot of potentials in us. இப்போ for example, you can take yourself. You have finished your 10th standard public examination, you have completed your 12th standard public examination, you have qualified your schooling, and then you have come to an engineer, you are qualified for an engineering course, you have joined an engineering course, and now you are in that course. So there should be many, how many of the students or boys and girls of your age are studying in such a level, or have gone to college education, have gone to engineering education? Okay, many dropouts would be there, yes or no? So there is a secret behind which with which you have crossed so many phases of your life. இப்போ இந்த இடத்துல நீங்க இருக்கிறீங்கன்னா என்ன secret, right? So இவ்வளவு தூரம் journey பண்ணி you have come to this level. So what will be the secret of your life? Locate that secret. So that will be this. If you enhance that secret, that strength of yours, you will move forward in your life. Okay, your future life will be much better, right? Next, how do you make decisions? Do you make decisions first of all, or your parents makes, or your friends are making, or just like that you go with the flow? How early can I start my career? It is high time that you start your career right now. Okay, studying engineering and starting your career is totally different, students. Okay, it is a degree, but do you have you started your career is a question. What is your dream? Whether you want to be an employer or you want to be an employee, what is your dream? Analyze yourself. How do you stand out from the crowd? 1000 பேர் எடுக்க இடத்துல ஒரு 100 பேர் இன்டர்வியூ போற இடத்துல how do you stand out, right? You are studying ECE right now. when you go for an interview, அங்க 100 பேர் வருவாங்க அதே ஈஸி டிகிரியோட நல்ல பெர்சன்டேஜோட. அந்த 100 பேருக்கு மத்தியில நம்ம எப்படி தனித்துவமா தெரியும்? How do you stand out from the crowd? That's important. Next, can you explain your subject to a non-specialist? For example, you can consider me. I am a science graduate. I'm a chemistry professor. I don't know much about ECE. Might be I know physics, a little bit of physics. But as an ECE graduate, can you teach ECE to me? I'm a non-specialist, right? Can you teach ECE to me? That shows your knowledge about the subject. If you are able to explain your subject to a 12th standard student or a 10th standard student, then it shows your capability, right? Are you skilled or knowledgeable or just graduated? Okay, you're just a graduate, or you have some knowledge, or you're really skilled. All these three are essential. Your graduation and the knowledge of your subject, along with that your skill, all these three are essential. That is why your college is imparting so many skill based values to you. Even this particular program is a skill based program. It is enhancing your skill on entrepreneurship, right? So all this you have to impart in yourself. இதுல உங்க மேல இன்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணக்கூடியதை நீங்க என்ன பண்ணணும்? You have to imbibe, you have to take it up. Only then it will be useful for you, or else it will be just like another program. என்ன சொல்றோமோ இதெல்லாம் வந்து உங்களுடைய ஸ்கில்ல டெவலப் பண்றதுக்கான வழிமுறைகள். அது என்ன பண்ண முடியுமோ, என்ன பாசிபிள் பண்ண முடியுமோ, your faculty members and college will be doing it. But how far you take it up is that you should only answer. Next, what do you think is your greatest strength? What do you consider your weakness? Strength தெரியணும், weakness தெரியணும். What do you read? Okay, என்ன வாசிக்கிறீங்க? How many of you read books out of your subject, right? And what do you many students read only the mobile phone, right? What you read will determine you. இன்னைக்கு என்ன வாசிக்கிறீங்களோ அதுதான் 10 வருஷம் கழிச்சு நீங்க. Keep it in mind. Do you cultivate innovative thinking? எதனாலும் இன்னோவேட்டிவா திங்க் பண்றீங்களா? இல்ல மொபைல் போன்ல யூடியூப் ஷார்ட்ஸ்ல வரதை பார்த்து வியந்து நிக்கிறீங்களா? Okay, so there are many things that comes in the social media. Are you amazed at that and you stand still? This is good. This is nice. That is nice. But do you really cultivate innovative thinking? Have you ever thought of thinking innovatively? Okay, where do you see yourself in another 5 years? How is your syllabus framed? You have to look into your syllabus, students. From your first year to your final year, you have to follow up your syllabus. What is the syllabus that is framed for us? What is the outcome of the course? அதனால நம்ம என்ன கத்துக்கிறோம்? Why is this paper kept in the first year? Why is this paper kept in the second year? It has connectivity, right? It has connectivity. Even your practical classes, it has connectivity. Analyze your syllabus. What do you get from your syllabus? And what you don't get from your syllabus, that which you have to acquire it from elsewhere. Okay, please analyze your syllabus and the outcome of the syllabus and see what you benefit from the course structure. What is the impact of the projects that you do? Do you opt for research? Research ellarum pananum avasiyam illa, but if you're going for projects, if you have that innovative thinking, you can go for research. Then do you know about innovation and entrepreneurship? Hopefully I think I would have imparted a little bit of innovation and entrepreneurship thinking amidst you, right? These are some of the activities which we do at CTTE College, okay, which I started. The Miller journey started from this, right? So starting a business or a company like Miller, it was not it didn't happen overnight. Okay, it was a process and progress of several years, might be 4 or 5 years, I could say. Only after 5 years I had this thinking of starting a business called Miller. How did it all begin? As a professor, as a chemistry department professor, I started giving projects to students out of my own interest. It was not prescribed in the university syllabus, but out of my own interest, I started giving small projects. The first project was groundwater quality analysis. I thought, why don't we analyze the groundwater that is present? As a chemist, I thought we can analyze the water samples. So we started, I gathered a group of students, I gave them as a project work, and I asked them to collect water sample in and around Chennai, around Tamil Nadu. Okay, from various parts, we collected water And then we tested the water sample. I will tell you how we tested the water sample, and we created a report. Students submitted a project report, and they gave me few things. For pesticide and chemical fertilizer and pesticides are polluting the water. Industrial effluents are polluting the water. All those things they were testing out. So this was the first project which was given to the students. Then, how did we analyze this water sample? We went to the Tamil Nadu Water Board, which is at Marina Beach, near to the Anna Samadhi. There, this kit, it is called as a water testing kit, field water testing kit. This kit was designed by IIT Madras students. It has chemicals that could check various parameters. The parameters are listed here. So if you take a water sample, you can check its pH and alkalinity, hardness, chloride content, total dissolved solvents, fluoride, iron, ammonia, nitrate, nitrite, phosphate. And you can also analyze whether any bacteria is present in that particular water sample. So this kit of TWAD board can analyze all these parameters. So we went to the TWAD board, we purchased this kit, and we started analyzing the water samples for all the people around, in and around the college, and we collected samples all over Tamil Nadu. So these are the solutions that was inside the kit. The first one, you can check the residual chlorine here using this solution. This could be used to check the nitrate chart. The color chart, you can compare with the color chart. And pH paper, this you know, all of you. And this is phosphate checking chart and solution, nitrite checking chart and solution, iron checking chart and solution, alkalinity, hardness. So all these solutions are present inside the kit. So how do we test it? I will just show one video where my student is testing the nitrite content of the water sample. So she takes the water sample and she adds the solutions, few drops of the solutions as mentioned in the catalog. And then she compares the color of the solution with the chart which is present below. Okay, so the color, that particular color will represent how much mg of nitrite is present in that liquid sample. So we get a rough idea about how much of nitrite is present, whether it is safe for consumption or not. She takes the water solution, she adds few drops of the water solution. Sorry, few drops of the testing solution. She dissolves it and then she compares the color of the solution with the chart. Yeah, so it is the color, the second color is matching with it. So it shows 0.2 mg per liter, 2 milligram per liter of nitrite is present in that water sample. Okay. Yeah. So this is how. Next step is we extended it to the society. Okay. People from around, in and around the college, they brought their water sample and the students tested those water samples and gave their reports. So this is how the reports are given. You can see here. This is only one ion, which we have mentioned your fluoride value. So Perambur, Cholamede, all that. Yeah, Bangalore, even from Bangalore, we have got the water samples and we have analyzed, and so many mg per liter of fluoride was present in the sample. So this, for this, what did we do? How does it connect with entrepreneurship? We started collecting a small amount of money for each and every testing. Okay, so we asked the public, you can, initially we did it for free of cost, and later we collected money. It was hardly 10 rupees. Okay, so you can bring your water sample. We will check the purity of it and you can pay for that. So in that way, we were able to collect some amount of money. Okay. This is a biogas plant which is present in our college. All the kitchen waste and food materials will be dumped into this biogas plant, and after a few days, it will be converted into fuel. Okay, sorry, manure. It will be converted into manure. On the manure, we packed it and we were able to sell it, and we got a good amount of money. Then paper recycling, you know what is paper recycling, right? So another project, all these were projects, all these were given as project to students, final year students. Paper recycling, the students went about the campus, they collected all the used papers and they brought it to the chemistry lab, and they processed it. The process is very simple. You soak it in water. I'll show you. Yeah, you soak the paper in water. There are many processes. You can go to the YouTube or social media and see. You soak the paper in water, grind it into a paste, and then dissolve it in water. You can use a sieve like this, okay? And the solid particles will be filtered by the sieve, and you can dry it and get good papers like this. So these are the simple equipments that we used. We used a tray and a sieve. We used a grinder. These are the papers that we were able to get, the notebooks that we were able to get from recycled papers. And these notebooks, we sold it. This is Eco Brick. We are in process with it. Eco Brick is nothing but the plastic covers around which is polluting the environment was collected, and it was dumped into this waste used water bottles. And these water bottles tightly, you have to pack it very tightly without any air block. After tight packing, each of these bottles could serve as a eco brick. Okay, you can see this picture, how they have built a wall with eco brick. Okay, with these bottles, eco walls. So we have collected the bottles as of now, and we are in a process of building the wall. We need to have more number of bottles. That's why it's taking time. Then food adulteration. Okay, as chemists, we check the adulterants which is present in the food by simple steps. So this technique was extended to the public. Okay, so they will we will show, they'll bring their food sample, their what to say, all the food samples and their masalas, right? All the masalas, and we were able to, our students were able to check and give them, and with a meager amount, very small, 5 rupees and 10 rupees of amount, we were able to, the students were able to extend their knowledge to the societal benefit, and they were also able to earn from it. That is what I want to insist here. Next was soap making. You know, many soap making businesses are going, but as chemist, soap making involves a reaction called as saponification reaction, that which students study in their subject. So based on that, I gave this project, and they started making their own soaps, various with many variations. So all these products were sold in a bazaar like this. Okay, there is a student bazaar at CTT campus. We were able to sell our products in this bazaar, and other students and faculty members, whoever steps into the campus will can go to this bazaar and purchase our product. Other entrepreneurial ideas. Okay, apart from this, what are the other entrepreneurial ideas that you could take? Waste paper recycling, e-waste recycling, garbage recycling, tire recycling, aluminum can, packaging cartons, scrap metal recycling, plastic recycling. All these are profitable business that you can take it up. Then platform chemicals manufacturing, activated charcoal production. Activated charcoal is on the top of the world. Okay, so that is going to rule the world. Next highest economy rise could be from activated charcoal manufacturing. This is a chart, I could say, 2024, from 2014 and to 2024, this kind of rise will be there, and it is achieved. So far, 2023 has achieved the margin that has been shown here. And US market, you can see here, global activated charcoal demand. 2010 la evlo demand irundhudu, 2020 la how demandful this activated charcoal is. This could be taken as a business. Then plastics to fuel energy. Plastics can be converted into fuel. And what are the fuels that plastics can be converted? Plastic to diesel, plastic to hydrogen, plastic to crude oil, plastic to sulfur. So these are also good business ideas. You can see plastic to fuel market 2027 la, it is going to be on the top. Precision fermentation. What is precision fermentation? Nowadays, in each of our house, we consume milk, right? In all our houses, we consume milk. But have you ever thought that how many cows are there to give so much amount of milk to provide a very big population like India? Okay, so it is a very big question. So in future, not in future, they have already started producing milk without cow. That is called as precision fermentation. Okay, so they take the DNA of a particular material and they add yeast and let it for fermentation for some time, and from that fermentation they produce a protein. Probiotics and kuda solluvaanga protein. So we can produce milk from a DNA. That is called as precision fermentation. It is also a next peak market. Then other successful business around the world is people have converted algae. நம்ம சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையா பாசின்னு சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையா கடல் ஓரமா ஆத்து ஓரமா இருக்கிறது பாசி. அந்த algae is being collected and the algae is being converted into good plastic material like this. Shoes, அதுக்கெல்லாம் வந்து the algae is being converted. Then papers are being converted into packaging material like this. Okay, turning leaves into paper packaging materials like this. Then eco dooms, portable light has been created from trash materials. This is an eco doom. This is a trash material. And water solar panel, and I'm use solar panel which is used for generating electricity. From solar panel, water can be generated. This is another business idea. This is an African woman who collects the trash, plastic trash from the garbage, and she converts it into a beautiful fashionable bags like this, plastic trash bags. It is also, she is running a very good business there. Then styrofoam. Okay, mushroom, from mushroom styrofoam packing material is being prepared. Okay, mushroom is taken and processed and styrofoam material is being prepared from that. And this package is a zero waste packaging material. You can even consume this packet, which looks to be a polythene cover, right? That also is biodegradable. You can eat it, you can consume it. Okay, zero waste packing material. It is made up of vegetable material. The packaging material is made up of vegetable materials, which is not harmful, so that you can consume that. So this is also a good material. Then leather from mango, waste mango peels, leather is being produced. So all these waste mango peels are converted into leather. You can see here. And from cactus plant, the cactus plant is also being converted into good leather like this. These are all called as vegan leather. Okay, so this leather made from mango peels, leather made from cactus plant are called as vegan leather. Vegan leather is highly wanted by people. Right. So these are the few ideas, business ideas, which I have shown you. And to tell you next is the top government loan schemes that are available to start business in India. Okay, you can go to the internet and see. These are the important things that I thought I can tell you. So MSME business loan, that is called as micro, small and medium enterprise. It ranges up to 1 lakh to 5 lakhs. Mudra loans, Stand Up India scheme, CGFMSA scheme, NSIC. Okay, then CLCSS and Udnyogi. The Udnyogi is meant only for women. Okay, women, it ranges up to 15 lakhs. CGFMSE scheme, it goes nearly up to 200 lakhs. You can approach. Criteria are given in future or in present. If you want to start a business, you can go for all these loan schemes. Finally, this is the logo of the Miller company. So all those projects which I told you, which I mentioned earlier, at one point of the project, when the projects were successful, students came out successfully with those small simple projects. Okay, it is not complicated projects, those are very simple projects, but they were able to finish it successfully. So what I thought was, is why don't we, since I was in an entrepreneurship cell in IIC, made from thanks to MHRD. So since I was put as an innovation coordinator, I had that innovative thinking in mind, and always I was thinking about doing a business. So when students came about with successful products like this, I had an idea, why don't we convert this into a startup business? And then I sat along with the students, and students gave me a lot of ideas, and we started this journey. This logo, the name Miller, and the tagline, everything was designed by students. Okay, I gave them ideas, but they came about this with this wonderful logo. And then we started with products like organically dyed fabric. Okay, so these are white t-shirts which we purchased from the market, and we imparted this color to this white t-shirt and we sold it. Okay, so this color of this t-shirt was brought from organic waste material like onion peels, beetroot peels, and pomegranate peels, tea dust, coffee dust, turmeric powder, okay, and other herbs, one or two herbs also which can give colors. Those waste material was used to impart these beautiful colors into this t-shirts. Okay, so this was a first product. The second product was soil conditioner, as I told you, which was even made, students made the soil conditioner at home by it took nearly 3 to 4 months for them to prepare the soil manure. And even from the biogas plant, we were able to get the soil manure, and we packed it and we sold it. This is the second product. The students gave this name like as such as soil conditioner. Then these are the recycled papers I've already shown you. We just bounded it into small notebooks and we sailed it. It came out very well. See, recycled paper. These are the soaps that was manufactured. Okay, so 10 different varieties of soaps were manufactured. All were organic. To mention a few, this is a charcoal soap, and this is a neem soap. This is multani metti soap. This is a lemon soap, and sandal, other many soaps, rose, sandal, beetroot, all those other soaps were also there. 10 different varieties were launched and packed into the covers, and we started selling it. Next, these are organic fertilizer, pesticide and fertilizer, which was merely prepared from herbal leaves. Okay, neem leaves, chaste leaves, all those leaves were collected and it was fermented, and fertilizer and pesticide were prepared. These are the packed bottles. So finally, we had an expo. Mrs. Vanati Devi, who's one of the successful women entrepreneur in South India. She has won many awards. She came for our expo and she declared the expo open and also the company open. It was a very successful show on that day. So this is Miller visiting card. So you can note down this we note down this number and ID, and you can contact us at any time to get info about the products or to purchase the product. We will help you if you want to start a business, how to start and all that. You can feel free to contact us. So a small video. This company was started a year before. So 1 full year has been completed successfully. We are running the business, and this was an initial video which was made by our students. I would like to show you. So that was a year before video. So 1 year successful completion. அவர்களுடைய சொந்த முயற்சிகள் விளைவு என்ற அமைப்பின் மூலமாக சோப்பை தயாரித்திருக்கிறார்கள். உண்மையிலேயே கெமிக்கல் இல்லாத சோப்பு வந்து சருமத்துக்கு எந்த அளவுக்கு ஒரு பயன் தரக்கூடியது அப்படின்னாக்க இந்த அனுபவத்துல உணர்ந்திருக்கு. விழு என்கிற அமைப்பு மென்மேலும் சிறப்பாக போட்டி வளர்ச்சி அப்படின்னு தெரிந்த So this was a 1 year success video. Just want to show you to encourage you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Any questions you can ask.
Ma'am, really, thank you so much for your presentation. Normally, if you see on Sundays, if we hold such meetings, the attendance will gradually decrease. But if you see, the attendance is actually the full attendance what we have got
it was
today.
102 when we started, I think.
It is actually 165, ma'am, and it has still been retained around 163 as of now. It was really inspiring. All the slides which you explained and the real-time projects what you're working on really adds off, ma'am, with your students and your team. It's really a good presentation.
It's all because of my students. The credit goes to my students and to my management. So my role is very, very small, and through this, I think many other students of your college throughout the city, they will come up. They will have an encouragement.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Students, if you've got any inquiries, you can please feel free to ask madam or otherwise post it in the chat box, and other participants too.
You can also, students can take my mail ID or phone number from ma'am. You can feel free to ask me if you have any idea to start a business.
Whoever is able to turn on your cameras, kindly turn it on so that we'll have a photo session with madam.
Thank you all the participants. I can see the messages in the chat box. Thank you.
Kindly turn on your videos. Whoever is capable of turning it on. Participants, the feedback form will be posted in the group and you will be getting your e-certificates within 2 days.
Ma'am, shall we proceed with the vote of thanks?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
I consider it a great privilege to propose the vote of thanks to all the dignitaries who have witnessed it a successful seminar. My sincere gratitude to our guest speaker, Amalti P., Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, Cavalier T. Thomas, Elizabeth College for Women, Perambalur, Chennai. Thank you, ma'am, for your words of motivation that inspired and kindled us to innovative projects. Thank you, ma'am. I feel contented to thank our IIC convener, Dr. Priya, for giving us this wonderful opportunity. Thank you, ma'am. I would like to thank all the faculty members, heads of various departments, and students for making this session a huge success. Thank you. Once again, I thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. I'll take leave.
Thank you so much, ma'am.